Hey Seth, sorry, but could you eat at a restaurant or buy takeout tonight?
What? Why?
I have a fever. I won't be able to take care of your mother this weekend too, I think.
Huh?
I think that if I get good rest tonight, I'll probably feel a bit better in the morning. I thought I'd go to the clinic first thing tomorrow morning.
What are you complaining about? It's just a fever. There's some medicine in the emergency box, isn't that enough?
I want to have a proper checkup at the clinic.
Listen here, Jessica. Stop thinking about only yourself. I'm tired after coming home from work and can finally take a break on the weekend. You must have some nerve to make the pillar of this family, me, do stuff on my valuable weekend.
Please, I'm begging you. I feel really bad right now.
No, you listen to what I say. This weekend, my sister and her children are coming to visit.
What? Do you mean your sister Melanie?
Obviously. Who else would it be?
Do you mean she's coming with all of her 5 children?
Of course. I'm going to pick them up at the station now, so prepare dinner for all of us, all right?
I really can't.
Hi, Jessica. I just met Seth now. He said he already told you that we would be coming, so I won't explain it to you again. Well then, take care of my 5 children for me. All right?
But I don't remember agreeing. Seth, when I woke up, you and Melanie were gone, and just her 5 children were left. Where did you two go? I think the children are going to get lonely without you two in a new house. Will the two of you please come back? Where did you go?
Huh? What do you mean, where did we go? We went on a trip.
What? A trip?
Didn't I tell you? Me and Melanie plus 2 of our mutual friends are going to a 3-day trip to go to the onsen.
You never told me. I was only told to take care of Melanie's 5 children.
Oh, she didn't tell you.
What do you mean?
Don't you understand that Melanie has something else to do if she's making you take care of her 5 children? You see, she did explain it to you.
That's what you call not explaining enough. Not only will she be gone for 3 days, but you won't be here either. I can't suddenly just take care of 5 young children without any preparation. You're telling me to take care of your old mother as well? What you've been asking of me since yesterday is crazy.
Quit whining. What's your problem? You're just a housewife that doesn't do any work usually.
Huh? I don't do any work?
All you have to do when taking care of my mother is give her food and change her diapers, right?
Huh? You think that's all I do?
Melanie said it's almost time for the 5 children to wake up. Come on. Hurry up and prepare food for them and make them eat breakfast. Oh, and do wash the dirty clothes Melanie brought with her yesterday as well. Melanie is usually really tired having to take care of their 5 children, so I want her to relax and refresh during this vacation. Oh, it looks like we'll be arriving at the onsen soon, so I won't be able to contact you for a while. What is it? I'm busy relaxing at the onsen.
I have a fever.
What?
I took my temperature, and my temperature was 40 degrees Celsius.
Huh? Stop exaggerating. You're telling me that you got that high of a fever just by taking care of my mother? Stop complaining and take care of the 5 children as well. We're going to be coming home tomorrow, and that means you're going to be busy preparing food and doing the laundry for 8 people. What are you going to do if you're like that already? If you keep complaining, I'll divorce you. If you don't want me to divorce you, then stay up all night. That way, you'll have plenty of time to do household chores and take care of my mother. Hey, Jessica, we just got home. I'm going to park the car in the parking lot, so I'll drop Melanie off first. Wash our dirty clothes, all right?
Seth, this is terrible. Something really serious has happened.
Melanie, what is it?
Your wife!
What's with Jessica? Oh, don't tell me she was too lazy to do any cleaning and the house is a mess. Jesus, that woman. I need to teach her a lesson as her husband after this.
Jessica's collapsed and is unconscious.
What?
She collapsed near the front door. No way. This is so scary. Hurry up and come home.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Seth. I heard that Jessica collapsed from a combination of overwork and pneumonia.
It seems so.
My children. It seems that before collapsing, she sent them to my aunt's place. Aunt and uncle are so furious at me.
Me too. Mother was handed over to a day service by Uncle Wallace, who happened to visit our house that day. He was furious at me and just finished scolding me now. He even punched me in the face.
This is all your fault.
What?
You said that Jessica had experience as a nursery teacher, and that taking care of 5 children for a few days would be easy for her. I had no idea she was feeling ill and had a really high fever. Just her being sick was enough to be worried about. What would you have done if my children got sick as well?
What's your deal? This isn't my fault. You're the one who said you wanted to go on an onsen vacation with your boyfriend Jafar, and that your children would be a bother. All I did was cooperate because I wanted to help you.
If you just wanted to help me, then you didn't need to come yourself. You even brought Angeline with you. To think that you would come to me and my boyfriend's vacation with your girlfriend, Angeline.
I'm the one who provided you guys with a car, and we barely even saw each other while we were there. Don't make this my fault.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't do anything wrong either.
No, this is your fault.
No, it's yours.
Fine, if it's come to this then.
Yep, we'll have Jessica decide. I don't want either of us lying to her and giving her the wrong idea about the situation. So I send this conversation to her.
I see. That's fair, I guess.
We'll have her judge when she gets out of the hospital 1 week later. You better get ready for it.
No, you're the one who needs to prepare.
Hey, Jessica? What's this content certified letter you sent me? What do you mean I have to pay you in alimony? Jessica, explain this.
Didn't you send me a screenshot that was basically your confession that you were cheating on me?
What?
You told me to decide whether you or Melanie was at fault for me being hospitalized, right? But during your conversation, did you seriously not notice that you were talking about how you went with your girlfriend, Angeline, and how Melanie went with her boyfriend? It was in the screenshots you sent me.
What?
You were even so kind as to name who your girlfriend was. Both Jafar and Angeline are acquaintances of mine, so gathering information was extremely easy. Thank you for providing me with proof of your own crimes.
What?
Please send me the alimony I asked for, and sign the divorce papers too. I asked Angeline to pay an alimony as well. By the way, she says she's going to break up with you.
But
Please talk to my lawyer, not me, from now on. Goodbye.
I messed up.
Hey, I got divorced because of you, Jessica. My husband got custody of our children as well. He even made me pay an alimony for cheating on him. Even my boyfriend Jafar broke up with me. If you hadn't been hospitalized, this would have never happened.
Are you not satisfied until you make everything that happens to you someone else's fault?
What?
You probably already know that everyone found out that you were cheating on your husband because your brother sent those screenshots to me.
You told my husband, right? Everything would have been fine if you had just kept quiet.
Did you think I was kind enough to just stay quiet and not tell your husband after I was sent to the hospital because of what you and your brother did? You know that I was a nursery teacher before I married your brother, right? There's no way that I, a person who loves children, am just going to forgive a mother who says that she wants to go on vacation with her boyfriend, but her children are a bother.
Even if you tell me that now, what am I supposed to do after this? I can't rely on Seth anymore because we had a fight. And apparently Mother is now at a daycare service because of Uncle Wallace. And my father has already passed away, so you're the only person who can help me, Jessica.
Even if you ask me to help you,
You're my sister-in-law, so it's only a matter of fact that you're going to help me.
I got divorced with your brother.
Huh?
You're a stranger to me now, so goodbye.
You're lying, right?
Bye.
Jessica!
First of all, I'm glad Seth's mother and Melanie's children were all right. The poor children. They were so confused when their mother had left them at a strange house with me, a person they had barely known. Luckily, Melanie's husband got custody of them, and Melanie now has to pay monthly child support for 5 children. Speaking of Seth and her sister, I started plotting my revenge as soon as I woke up from my coma in the hospital, before I even knew that Seth was cheating on me. Now that I think about it, though, all that happened was the 2 siblings didn't have enough brains and everything fell apart and they took each other down. I barely did anything. By the way, the 2 of them were left with basically no money after paying their alimonies, and for some reason also lost their jobs. Even though they always just insult each other, they had nowhere left to go, as Melanie's husband kicked her out of his house, and fortunately the house me and Seth used to live in was handed down to me by my father. And so I kicked him out as well, and so the 2 of them begrudgingly moved into their parents' old house. But apparently their Uncle Wallace owns the house, not Seth, and it seems not long after the 2 of them moved in, he had set in motion a plan to kick them out. What really happened to the 2 of them after that, I don't know, and I don't really care.
Hi, Jane. Are you out right now? Yeah, what's up? Can you get me some sugar on your way back home? I guess Mom used it up this morning. Sure, I'll get some for you. Anything else to get? Do you mind getting me 3 cans of beer as well? And can you keep this a secret? Okay, but you shouldn't feel guilty about it. I understand that you want to get drunk sometimes. Well, I live with my parents-in-law. Plus, my husband doesn't drink at all, too. True, he's a lightweight. Mom and Dad don't drink much, too, so I feel sorry for drinking alone. There's no need to feel sorry, Claire. They don't drink because they can't drink. I drink sometimes, too. Yeah, it makes me glad when I see you drinking. But I don't think I see you going out for a drink often. Yeah, I go out for a drink once a month, maybe. No, actually once in 2 months might be more accurate. I can't go out to drink often because I'm married. But aren't you single, Jane? You should go out and play more often. It's kind of embarrassing to say this, but it's too tiring for me to put makeup on every time before I go out. I understand, but still. You know I work from home, right? I'm really an introvert, and I honestly prefer staying at home. If my company hadn't called me over, I wouldn't be out now in the first place. You wouldn't be able to meet your potential boyfriends if you don't go out. I know, this is probably why I'm still single. I see you putting makeup on every day, even when you don't have plans to go out, Claire. Of course I put makeup on every day. Isn't that normal for a lady? I can't imagine myself living my everyday life without any makeup on. Hopefully I'll feel the same in the near future. Jane, don't tell me that you go to the gym without any makeup on. Yeah, I don't put any makeup on because it's close by. And it'll become messy anyways with sweat after working out. No, Jane, you never know when you'll meet someone nice. You have to start putting makeup on from now on. Maybe, if I don't forget. Oh, Jane, you really should start thinking about your future. Huh? Are you going to live the rest of your life alone? What are you going to do after your parents pass away? Don't worry, I wouldn't cause any trouble for you and my brother. No, you don't understand. Marriage not always means happiness. But it would be hard to live alone with your career, Jane. Well, it's certainly not a stable lifestyle. A self-employed person like me. I don't think I'm in the position to judge, but you shouldn't depend on your parents too much. You're right. I'm sorry to make you worry. I'm glad you understand. I'm just worried, you know? I do have a vague idea about my future, so don't worry. I might seem a bit sloppy, but I am saving money for my future. That's nice to hear. And don't forget to get me some sugar on your way back home. Hey, Jane, have you done the laundry for me? Yep, all done. You didn't mix my laundry with the others, did you? Yeah, I separated your laundry from ours, so don't worry. Good. Also, get the food prep done so that I can cook dinner as soon as I get home. Steak and mashed potatoes for dinner tonight? Yeah, that would be nice. All right, I'll be sure to prep the food. But honestly, I feel like I'm doing most of your chores recently. I think I'm doing all your chores for you this week. Well, you stay at home, and it's not like you have a job. So I'm giving you housework to do. All the other family members are spoiling you too much, so I'm trying to provide you with some jobs to do. I do work from home, but that doesn't mean I'm slacking off. Actually, I'm gonna get busier, so I don't think I can complete your chores instead of you from now on. Be strict with yourself. You don't even earn much money from your job. You should at least help with chores and contribute to our family. I think I bring a decent amount of money to the household, though. I guess you believe it to be a decent amount. Even a child can earn more than you do. Aren't you embarrassed of yourself, living with your parents at your age? I admit that I do depend on my parents sometimes, but I am taking responsibility as an independent adult. You're definitely not independent enough. I'm embarrassed to have such an irresponsible sister-in-law. You should understand that you're an embarrassment to the family. Excuse me? Did you just tell me that I'm an embarrassment? What did I ever do to you? Your mother is really kind, but I overheard her the other day. I hope Jane finds someone nice to get together with. She wants you to leave the house, Jane. Well, I knew that she was worried about me. But I've had discussions about this with my parents, and it's a private matter between me and my parents. So I honestly don't understand why you're so harsh on me. I am your brother's bride, the only son's wife in this household, and I'm even living with my parents-in-law. I should have a say about family issues. Yeah, but wasn't it you who wanted to live with our family? You do understand that the younger generations nowadays don't have a lot of money to spend, right? I don't see any problems for us to live in your family's mansion where there's a lot of extra rooms. We don't mind you living with us, but to make things clear, we never asked you to live with us. Jane, are you even any use? I'm going to contribute to society by giving birth, but how about you, who's single? Living a sloppy life at your parents' house and bothering your parents? You seem to be an unproductive human being in society. I'm certainly not married and don't have plans to give birth, but what makes you so frustrated about me? I'm explicitly telling you this because no one words it clearly for you. I've asked my husband to tell you this, but he always says that you're very responsible. Everyone's definitely spoiling you too much. If that's what everyone says, I think it means that I'm pretty responsible. It's hard for them to criticize other family members. To sum it up, you should really understand your position in this household. You are no use in this household, Jane. At last, my husband, the only son of this family, will take over the family business. I don't think so. You're trying to take over the family business after all the trouble you caused for the family? Are you serious? Stop being so shameless. You're crazy. Did you know that? You should really understand that you're a useless parasite in this household. Jane, guess what I'm doing now? Huh? I don't know. You were still at home when I left, right? Yeah, I'm at home. Mom and Dad are on vacation, and my brother's also on a business trip, so I guess you're relaxing at home? Wrong! I'm cleaning your room, Jane. Huh? I'm packing your things so you can move out. Thank me later. Wait a minute. What do you mean you're packing my stuff? I decided that you should leave our house. Huh? You decided without my consent? My parents and my brother are gonna panic if I leave without telling them. I don't think they will. They'll probably thank me when they get home. Just leave and stop bothering your parents, Jane. My husband and I will be in charge from now on. We'll take good care of Mom and Dad, so don't worry. All right. You really want to kick me out of the house, huh? Then I guess you'll have to pay $5,000 every month. If you can pay instead of me, I'll leave the house as you insist. Uh-huh, $5,000? Yep, the rent for this house. Rent? Don't we own this house? Nope, we are renting this house. We pay $5,000 every month for rental fees. My parents and my brother can't pay for our rent, so now that you're kicking me out, I assume that you'll cover for the rental fees? Why? Why will I be paying for the rent? That's because I'm in charge of paying the rental fees. You're kidding. That's not funny, Jane. Oh, I get it. You're delusional and believe that you're the one who's paying the rent. Or are you trying to make things up so that you can stay in this house? I'm actually paying the rent, though. Stop it, Jane. Enough with the bluff. I knew you were a weirdo. No decent adult would depend on their parents and bother them at your age. Okay, I'll pay. Just leave the house already. You said it. You'll regret it someday. Claire, are you there? I know I'm selfish for saying this, but could you please come back home? I assume you heard about the rent from my brother and parents? Yes. They told me that you were indeed paying for the rental fees. I'm so sorry. I thought you didn't have a proper job. Well, I never told you about my job. I didn't really mind being misunderstood by you, but I never expected to be kicked out of the house, though. I am very sorry. I never thought you earned way more than my husband. I heard you earn money from stock investments and from many other businesses as well. I never thought you were such a talented person. I'm not talented. It's just that I studied hard because I didn't want to go out and work. Please, give me a chance to apologize for everything I did. Could you please come back home? Well, I can go back to get the rest of my stuff I left at home. But I don't think I can bear living with you. Can you leave the house, Claire? I'm so sorry, Jane. Please don't say that. Claire, think about it. Do you remember all those insults and harsh words you said to me? I know that you weren't aware that I was supporting the household by paying the rent, but your attitude was really rude, Claire. Yes, I'm very sorry for my rude attitude. If you had told me beforehand, I would have never done that to you, Jane. Maybe I should have told you about my career. But I have my reasons. When people hear about the money I make, they start contacting me for their benefit. Even relatives try to take advantage of me. It's not like I didn't trust you, Claire. When you started living with our family, it had only been a year since you married my brother. So I was waiting for the right time to tell you. I understand. But after you started living with us, I noticed your change in attitude towards me. And you forced me to complete your chores for you, didn't you? So I decided that there's no need to tell someone so rude like you about my job. Plus, I knew that my parents and brother were telling you about me paying the rent. I thought they were covering for you, so I never believed what they told me about you. I don't look rich, do I? I usually only wear casual clothing, and I don't even buy stuff from famous brands. I stay at home all the time, so I understand you referring to me as a parasite living off my parents. No, I never meant to say that. But I don't think I depended too much on you or my parents to complete daily chores. I think I was pretty responsible about them, actually. You wanted me to leave the house considering your future baby, right? If I leave, there would be an extra room for the baby to use. My room was also the biggest room, so I understand. No, Jane! I was genuinely worried about you! I don't think so. I heard you complaining when my parents and my brother were away. If only Jane could leave, we'll have room for our newborn baby. I'm so sorry. I was just being sarcastic. I'm very, very sorry, Jane. I've been trying my best to maintain a good relationship with you, Claire. It was my bad that I didn't explain everything to you beforehand, but wasn't it you and my brother who asked if you can live with us in the first place? Yes. I regret everything I did to you, Jane, so please don't kick us out of the house. I'll do anything for you. I'll be in charge of all the house chores. How about that? Claire, I don't like it when people suddenly change their attitude. Like you said, I'm an unproductive human being who doesn't contribute to society. No, that's not true at all. Considering your monthly earnings, I bet you're paying a lot of taxes, so I no longer think you're unproductive, believe me. I believe you, and I accept your apologies, Claire. But I can't live with you anymore. Oh, by the way, my brother also told me that he would respect my decision. No way! I don't want to leave this house! This is my ideal home! I'm sorry, Claire. I don't think you can stay. I wish you and my brother the best of luck. If this is your ideal house, you could always rent something similar on your own. But it's too sudden! My husband told me to go back to my parents' house for a while. He said he wanted some time to rethink about our relationship and our future. Well, you kicked out your husband's sister, so his actions are understandable. I honestly think you deserve it, Claire. If you don't forgive me, our relationship might end up in divorce. I don't see a direct relation here. Your rude attitude and your action of kicking me out caused you to be in this situation right now. But your marriage issues are your and my brother's problem. I can't fix your relationship. That's not true! If you can talk to my husband, he might view our relationship positively again and go back to when we were a nice, intimate couple. I'm sorry, but no matter what you say, I won't take back what I said. When you just started living with us, you were respectful and kind. But then you started slacking off with housework, forcing me to complete your chores for you. And you never listened, even when my parents and your husband kindly tried to point out to you about your bad attitude. We don't need people who can't follow rules in this house. I swear I'll become a better person! Even if you did, I can't bear with you any longer. Honestly, you were the one who was dependent on your family. You should understand who really was the parasite to the family. After the incident, my brother kicked her out of the house, and she went back to her parents' house. At first, my brother wasn't planning to get a divorce. But when he showed her the new apartment the couple would live in, she threw a tantrum saying that she cannot bear to live in such a shabby house. So he chose to get a divorce. She was known to be a spender, and living with our family gave the couple some extra money to spend. But he seemed to have gotten tired with her spending habits that cannot be fixed even after he warned her not to spend too much money. Then she started pleading that she didn't want a divorce, and even visited our house crying, causing a scene in the house. My parents, annoyed with all the chaos she brought to the family, firmly rejected her plea, and my brother was able to successfully get a divorce. Our mansion seemed to be her ideal home where she always dreamed to live, so she had been uploading a lot of photos to her SNS accounts. My brother showed me her account where she had been continuing to upload her old photos taken in our house, and it was pretty creepy. She might be mentally ill right now, but I think she'll get better in the future when she runs out of photos to upload. Hopefully her obsession to our house fades, and I wish her a happy life away from our family. After the divorce, my brother started living alone, and he seems to enjoy his solo life away from his family. Living with our parents turned out to be a result of his wife's strong request, so he's currently enjoying his life to the fullest. I had a small chat with him when he visited us the other day, and he reflected that he learned a lot of things from his marriage with a bitter smile on his face. He also said that he was lucky to be able to discover his ex-wife's real personality at an early stage in his marriage. But the reason why his ex-wife became crazy was because I was single and lived with my parents. So I seriously thought about finding a partner for a while. But I realized that it's fate to meet the right person. It probably wouldn't turn out well if I pressured myself too much. I guess I'll try to go out more often and put some effort into meeting and interacting with new people.